as always. Of course, if you miss any part of the show or you want to see it over and over again, you can go to verdevalleytv.com. You can check us out on our Facebook page as well and our YouTube channel. You can see all kinds of good stuff because you're going to want to see this show again. We're talking all things 4th of July. I know I've said it before. You've heard it before. 4th of July is my favorite holiday. I can't help it. I'm a huge patriot and I love kids and watermelon and fireworks and all kinds of stuff. Well, that's what we're going to be talking about today. There's so much stuff going on all around the Verde Valley and it's all free, which is amazing. I love the Verde Valley. First with us today, Marnie Babbitt-Pierce. She's a volunteer with Clarkdale Parks and Recreation, where she's going to talk about the Clarkdale Old-Fashioned 4th of July. It's amazing. There's a pancake breakfast, live music, other tasty treats, fun games, firework rides, and an awesome kids parade. It's a hoot. You've got to see it. It's the best. 7 a.m. to 11 a.m. on Thursday the 4th. So that gives you something to do in the morning. Then we're going to talk with Baxter from Sedona Parks and Rec. She's going to talk about Sedona's 4th of July Wet Fest. It's amazing. From 12 to 4, there's free swimming, water slides, all kinds of fun, drop-dead gorgeous views, and music to boot. And I mentioned it's free. Another thing that's really awesome. Then from there, you're going to go to Cottonwood. You're going to talk about Cottonwood from Cottonwood's Parks and Rec. We're going to have Hezekiah Allen and Ethan Amos Allen. They're going to talk about Cottonwood's fantastic family 4th of July. Pre-show activities start at 4 p.m. Again, more rides and slides and watermelon eating contests and free food. And then, of course, culminating in over 30 minutes of amazing fireworks. And again, it's free. It's just amazing. Then we're going to go on location and get the inside scoop from Dave Pollock. He's the lead pyrotechnician on this year's Cottonwoods. It's the 20th annual fireworks extravaganza. So Dave's going to talk all things explosives, and it's just way too cool talking to him. So that's a great interview. Then we will have music from the Black Forest Society. They're wonderful. It's a world music vibe backed by nature. They get their inspiration from nature. So it just worked out perfect. You're going to be outside all day 4th of July. They're the perfect musician. So let's get started because we have a lot to talk about. Marnie Babbitt-Pierce, thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you for volunteering with the Clarkdale Parks and Recreation Commission.
Yeah, my pleasure. It's a great group and we get to do a lot of really fun things and be a part of the community. And we always need volunteers, both on the commission and for events. So if anyone out there who's listening would like to join us and volunteer, check out the website.
Oh, very, very good. It's so important. You can't run pretty much anything without volunteers these days.
It's true.
Yeah, for sure. Go to clarkdale.az.gov. That's where you're going to go if you want to volunteer or you need more information about what we're going to talk about. The old-fashioned 4th of July celebration has been going on for decades.
Yes, at least 45 years.
Yes.
Which is pretty exciting. So it starts at 7 a.m. with the pancake breakfast that the fire and police departments in Clarkdale put on. Then at 8 a.m. games start up at Clarkdale Jerome School for the kids. At 8:15 you can register for the parade and everyone is welcome. The parade is so much fun. There are cash prizes for 1st, 2nd, and 3rd place in a number of categories. Most patriotic, most original, best decorated bike, best decorated wagon, and best decorated pet.
Yes.
But please note that motorized vehicles and hoofed animals are not allowed.
There we go.
So bring your 4-legged friends that don't have hooves.
They don't have hooves. No horses. No golf carts.
No boats.
Motorized scooters and things like that.
Yeah. Old-fashioned.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. That's the point. Yes, I do. The last year, in fact, I think over 2 years, best decorated pet has been a chicken.
Yes.
Which is amazing.
Yeah. He's a lot of fun.
He is a lot of fun. I hope to see him again this year. It's just the greatest parade.
It is.
It's really adorable.
And so if you don't have a child in your life to participate in the parade, come sit down on Main Street, get there early, have your pancakes, and then come watch the parade. The parade is so much fun. And new this year, at the end of the parade in the park, we are going to have foam.
Ooh.
Yeah, so like those big bubble foam machines will be in the park.
Oh my gosh.
So as the parade concludes, the the Cottonwood Community Band starts playing.
Yes.
They will play from 9:30 to 10:30, and after the concert, then the prizes will be awarded at 10:30.
Right.
And then I forgot to mention the other exciting thing is the ice cream social. So that happens a little off Main Street over at the Clarkdale Historical Society and Museum.
over there. That's the Clarkdale Historical Society Museum is wonderful if you haven't been there. That's really great. That's nice that you're tying that in and tying the school in today, so it's expanding.
Right. Well, the Ice Cream Social, I believe, started the second year of the parade, and so they've been doing that for a while. It went away for a while. The Historical Society felt really strongly about it, wanted to bring it back. So it's really exciting that you get to come see a little bit of all the parts of historical Clarkdale when you join us.
And have ice cream at 9 a.m. Woo! What kid doesn't like that?
Exactly.
Even us big kids like ice cream at 9 a.m. So it's 4th of July. You can eat ice cream at 9 a.m.
You should. It's really very
okay.
American, right?
Yeah, and you had your pancakes, you had your breakfast, so now you can have your ice cream.
Exactly.
That is way too fun. And fire truck rides.
Right. Fire truck rides in the historic fire truck, which is super fun. So those, you do have to line up, so get there early. It fills up pretty quickly if you want to be a part of that. Maybe even get there at 7, take your fire truck ride before you go get in line for the parade.
Oh, absolutely. Yep. Take your ride, then have your pancakes. Trust me. Depends on who's driving, you know.
The pancake line goes a little bit faster than the fire truck line.
That is true. That is true. So it's great if you do have kids. Of course, if you don't have kids, it's a wonderful family-friendly environment in the gorgeous park, which was newly reopened last year, right before the 4th, and that is looking amazing. And it's a great way for the community to get together. Of course, there's lots of representatives, as you say. The firefighters are there, the policemen are there, the forestry guys are usually there, and you get to meet and talk with them. I see Smokey Bear, he's there every year. And of course, all different organizations, the Kiwanis and all that stuff, you're going to find all those people there to talk with them and to meet more community members.
And we are still accepting tables for vendors. So if you are with a group like Kiwanis or Smokey and you want to come join us, on the website there's information about how to become a vendor for 4th of July.
That's very cool. Clarkdale.az.gov if you want to check that out. So everything kicks off at 7 and it ends at 11. So it's a quick shot. So you got to get in there, get your pancakes, get your fire truck ride, have your ice cream, watch the parade, play some games, play in the foam.
Yep.
Listen to the Cottonwood Community Band.
Yes.
And then, of course, the awards. Now, the awards, Yavapai Broadcasting is there every year and films the whole parade, and you can watch that at verdevalleytv.com. And then we'd also interview the winners and what the kids have to say about their decorations. Usually they go, when I say, who was your inspiration for your costume? And they go, my mom.
That's so cute.
And then, oh, you did such a good, my mom did it. The wagon looks, my mom did it. Like, go moms on 4th of July. Way to back up your kids.
Absolutely.
So it's great fun. Of course, sunscreen and a hat, you're going to need it. It's usually a little warm, but there's lots of things and beverages and things available for you there. So it's a great way to start your 4th of July. And Clarkdale is just the cutest.
Thank you. Well,
community.
and if you aren't able to join us in Clarkdale for the 4th of July, we have the summer concert series, and the whole schedule is available on our website. But the next concert is actually July 6th, and it's Come Back Buddy. They're a really fun 50s band. So if you can't join us for 4th of July, or even if you can, come back and join us for the concerts in the park. They're always 100% free, but we do have a 50-50 raffle, and you'll see other commissioners, myself included, going around selling those tickets, and that helps us offset the cost of the concerts.
Oh, I know. It is amazing that you can do these free concerts, and not just one or two. You've got about a dozen throughout the summer, these summer concerts in the park. And of course, again, we mentioned the park was amazing. What a great place to see a concert. What time does this concert start?
That is a great question. The times vary, and it's all on the website.
The times vary. Go to the website. Of course, the different musicians, a different musician every time. They only play once per summer.
Right.
And then it's really, I love that every year you've got different people.
We do. We actually have an open application process, so they submit music. A committee of us listen to it and decide what we think would be best for the community. So there's a really neat lineup with some crowd favorites and some new folks as well.
Oh, that's true. And of course, it's free. Did we mention that? It's free, which is amazing. And these are top of the line performing artists. This is not, the talent show from the local, elementary school. This is real professional musicians. You get to see them for free in a gorgeous environment thanks to Clarkdale. You guys rock.
Thank you.
That's great. What do you do chiefly as volunteer? What's your main duty?
To help support the staff, I work a lot with the concerts. There's been a lot of exciting stuff happening with the park. So Town Park was just redone. Selma Mangini Park, which is at the bottom of the hill on your way to the train station, has recently been redone. There's a new park coming up, Copper Penny Park, so we have been helping with that. There's some pickleball stuff happening. So what we do is very varied. It kind of depends on what's happening in town, but it's really exciting. And we do have applications open. So if you're a Clarkdale resident and you would like to join us on the commission, that application is on the website, and you can come help us pick the bands and decide what to goes in the parks and just be involved in your community.
Fun. Yeah, if you're a Clarkdale resident, you got to do that. That's what a great thing.
And non-Clarkdale residents can volunteer for anything.
Really?
So if you want to be part of 4th of July, you want to be part of concerts, there's a lot of activities that happen throughout the year. Santa comes to Clarkdale.
Yep.
We need volunteers for that. Halloween, so all of those big events.
Well, that's great. Well, super, Marnie. Thank you so much for being here. Check out clarkdale.az.gov. Lots of information on everything that Marnie's talked about and so much more that's happening in the wonderful town of Clarkdale. We'll be right back with more of the Verde Valley Experience, so don't go away.
Regrow, repair, replace. Regenerative medicine is the process of creating living, functional tissues to repair or replace tissue or organ function lost due to age, disease, damage, or congenital defects. Dr. Forrest Lanchbury and the team at Sedona Regenerative Medicine specialize in finding relief for patients suffering from chronic pain. Contact Sedona Regenerative Medicine to learn about anti-aging medicines that will help your body heal itself. 928-282-2520 or SedonaRegen.com.
Solid Rock Fitness is a one-on-one fitness studio specializing in fitness over 50. I train older adults of all fitness levels, from athletes and avid sports participants to folks with chronic pain to those recovering from surgeries. You and I will focus on strength training to improve overall muscle tone, core conditioning, balance, agility, flexibility, and nutrition. Mastery of these components of fitness will help you live your life to the fullest with confidence and competence.
Start your journey toward better health with Ageless Touches Massage Therapy. Licensed massage therapist Richard Stevens uses the latest and best equipment to relieve scar tissue, electronic smog, and tinnitus. Ageless Touches does everything they can to work your issues down to the bone. Improve your path to better health with Ageless Touches Massage.
And welcome back to the Verde Valley Experience. We're now here with Allie Baxter from the city of Sedona. She is the recreation coordinator too for Sedona Parks and Rec, and she's here to talk about the Sedona 4th of July Wet Fest, which is an awesome event. I've been several times. It's really great.
It is. We have a lot of fun.
Oh my gosh. Now, how long has this been running now?
This is our 4th annual Wet Fest.
Yep. Gets bigger and better every year.
It does. It does. This should be our biggest year yet. We cap out at around 900 people, but that's plenty for the day. We have downsized from our laser show, but this seems to be what everybody is enjoying, and we fill the middle part of the day for the Verde Valley area.
That's true. That's true. We've talked about what happens in Clarkdale with the old-fashioned 4th of July from 7 a.m. to 11, and now from noon to 4, we can go hang out in the beautiful city of Sedona, look at the Red Rocks at the swimming pool there, which is on Posse Ground Road.
That's right. 570 Posse Ground Road is our Sedona community pool. Join us from noon to 4. We will have water slides. The pool will be open. We'll have a live DJ. All of that is free, including the face painting. So make sure you visit her booth. And then there will be food for sale for lunch.
Nice. There you go. See, that's taken care of too. Lunch is taken care of. And of course, it's for kids of all ages. Doesn't matter how old you are. Doesn't matter if you have kids. You can go and enjoy the pool.
That's right. That's right. This event is for everybody. Anyone who is a non-swimmer must be accompanied by an adult in the pool, though.
Absolutely. That's super important.
Very.
And what a gorgeous pool it is.
It is.
$1 million view.
It is.
Really, $1 billion view at this point. So.
That was our completely renovated in 2012. And it is a beautiful facility.
It shows. It's beautiful.
Yeah.
Now, we when you came up with this 4 years ago, did you expect 900 some odd people to show up?
4 years ago, it was still piggybacked with the laser show. And we didn't really know what to expect. You never know with a first year event. But that year we had 900 people, and we've pretty consistently had 900 people since.
Wow,
Yeah.
That's incredible.
It is.
I like the touch of the DJ at the pool too. That's fun because I go to the pool and it's wonderful. But having a DJ there makes it like, ooh, we're at a fancy resort now.
Yeah, DJ Downtown Brown was new this year or last year, and he was a great addition to the event. We really enjoyed the music that he put out for us.
It was great music last year. And you know, it's really nice in the middle of the day, and of course it's July, so it's a hot day to go and cool off in Sedona and relax and calm yourselves down before, of course, fireworks later on in the evening. But it's so wonderful, and the fact that it's free, so anyone can enjoy it.
Right.
So all the festivities during the day are free all over in the different towns, which is great for folks with a lot of kids or families. They can go and enjoy it, and it's worth the drive to Sedona. If you don't live in Sedona, it's worth a drive to go to this pool. It's absolutely gorgeous.
It is. We're probably 50-50 Sedona residents versus not for this event. We get a lot of our Cottonwood and Clarkdale folks come over and join us for the day.
That's true. Parking is not an issue.
Not at all.
There's plenty of parking, so don't worry about that. And I was there probably at the height of the popular time, and last year it was fine. It wasn't overcrowded. We had no problem finding chairs at the pool. There was plenty of space everywhere. My kids got to do the rides and the slides and all that stuff, and they really enjoyed that. What kid doesn't love water slides?
Right. We'll have 5 water slides out in the parking lot for you. New this year, we have the Purple Monster. That one is a 40-foot high, 105-foot long slide.
Wow.
You won't miss that one. But then we have a couple of other ones that are just your average slides. We have a slip-and slide, and we have a little slide for the itty bitties to enjoy as well.
Oh, sweet. So kids, again, of all ages. I loved to slip and slide as a kid. That was my favorite thing, to slip and slide.
Oh, this is a 30-foot dual lane. Wow. It's pretty fun.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
That's great. How do you put this on? This costs money to do all this, to rent these things.
This does cost money. This is another program. In Sedona, we have some subsidized programs, and this is one of our subsidized programs that is here for the community to enjoy. It's funded by City Council, but it's also funded through donations. I can never do an event without sponsors and without other assistance. So this year, APS is one of our financial sponsors. Tiffany Construction is helping me with the fire hydrant setup that I need, and Arizona Water's providing the water from the hydrant to fill these slides with what we need.
Nice.
Yeah, it's a community effort.
Yes.
The fire department's coming to turn the hydrants on for me. Arizona Water's coming to manage the water for me.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's fantastic.
I never do it alone.
Yeah, no, you couldn't. And then volunteers, of course, are always needed.
We've got volunteers. We've got our other city staff from our department. And all of our lifeguards. Don't leave them out.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
They're the main focus of this event. That's a big deal for them to keep everyone safe.
Absolutely. Do you still need more lifeguards? How's that going?
We can always use lifeguards.
Nice.
Yeah.
What are the qualifications to be a lifeguard?
You have to be at least 15 years of age, and then you do have to be certified to be a lifeguard. There is first aid and CPR training as well as lifeguard training. And we are able to certify our own guards. Don Norman, our rec and aquatic supervisor, is certified to do that.
Well, that's great. So they don't have to drive to Prescott or someplace to do
not
this.
anymore.
That's really, because I remember they used to.
We did.
Yeah.
Just this year is brand new that Don is certified.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's great. That really streamlines the process.
It really does.
And opens the door for a lot more people to become lifeguards. That's cool. Okay. So after we get through 4th of July, what's the city of Sedona up to after that?
After we get through 4th of July, we move into the fall. We're a little bit quieter on the Parks and Rec end until October. Of course, there will be some new programming coming forth with our sustainability plan that the city's internally instituting. We'll have some public programming and education on sustainability measures. Then into October, we have Pumpkin Splash, and that's our next event at the pool again. And that'll be our first event. You see us kick off with our, we're working towards zero waste at our events.
Nice.
And that's a new big undertaking for the city.
That sure is, zero waste.
It is. So you'll start seeing, we're going slow, but you'll start seeing we're doing some measures to encourage and educate the public on that.
Nice.
Yeah.
That is great. Huge props for that. That's impressive.
Thank you.
Now, the event on the 4th of July, that happens from noon to 4. It's free. It's at the Sedona Community Pool, the swimming pool. There's going to be all these water slides around in the parking lot. It's going to be great fun. It's 570 Posse Ground Road from 12 to 4. It's free. Now, as far as the pool goes, on the regular weekly hours and days it's open.
The pool is only closed on Fridays.
Okay.
We are open for recreation swim in the afternoons from 1 to 4, and again from 6 to 8 p.m. Monday through Thursday, and then Saturday and Sunday are our largest rec swim hours.
Yes.
We have a lot of lap swimming and our fitness classes in the mornings during the week.
Okay, great. Well, that's super. So you can always find time to swim, time to take your kids. And how much does it cost to get in for not
4th of July, for regular swim hours, it's $3 for adults, $2 for seniors and children.
Nice. So cheap. Under $10, your entire family can go and have a beautiful day at the pool.
You can, and that does not change for residents versus non-resident.
Excellent. Well, thank you. That price is very reasonable, so we appreciate it. Yeah. Well, thank you, Allie. I appreciate all the work you do. I know they work you very hard at Sedona Parks and Rec.
We do a lot, but we enjoy it.
You do. You can go to sedonaaz.gov, sedonaaz.gov. That's going to get you there. All kinds of information if you want to look at the Wet Fest, if you want to look at the pool hours, if you're interested in becoming a lifeguard or perhaps a volunteer with Parks and Rec, or happens to help them out in some way, shape, or form, or you want to be a sponsor for one of the events or anything like that, sedonaaz.gov. Again, the 4th of July Wet Fest is happening in Sedona from noon to 4, and it's free. Thank you so much, Allie.
Thank you.
We'll be right back with more of the experience, so don't go away. Breakthrough Medicine's Dr. Shada Sina offers comprehensive hormone testing and customized hormone therapy with a focus on lifestyle medicine, weight loss, allergy drops, brain and digestive health, seasonal detox, and nutrition. Dr. Sina is a referral physician for Suzanne Summers, specializing in bioidentical hormones for men and women. Breakthrough Medicine is located in Cottonwood's Hot Yoga Plaza. Call for a 15-minute complimentary new patient consultation, 928-649-0269, or visit online at breakthrough-medicine.com.
Been hearing about the crazy benefits of CBD? Find out how CBD can help you at Sedona's #1 resource, CBD Sedona. Come in for a free consultation and let our trained medical staff help you find the perfect product for you. Pain-relieving salves, full-spectrum oils, honeys, teas, cookies, and even CBD for pets. Ready to feel fantastic? Come on by CBD Sedona today.
Northern Arizona Thermal Imaging uses a state-of-the-art medical digital camera to take a picture and create a map of the body's infrared patterns, later interpreted by an MD specially trained in reading thermography. Northern Arizona Thermal Imaging is the leading medical imaging and proactive healthcare, detecting early danger signs years before other tools, finding early breast disease up to 8 years before mammography may detect it. Schedule a scan with Carol today. Northern Arizona Thermal Imaging. Say yes to thermography.
And welcome back to the Verde Valley Experience. We're now here with Hezekiah Allen. He's the interim Parks and Rec Director for Cottonwood Parks and Rec. And we also have Ethan Amos Allen with us. He is the Chief Watermelon Tester for the fantastic Family 4th of July Festivities Spectacular.
Hi.
Awesome. Hi. Thanks for being here, guys.
Thank you. Thank you.
I love 4th of July. I am so excited.
Oh, me too. Every year. It's fantastic.
Oh, well, hence the name, Fantastic Family 4th of July.
You got it.
It is huge, the celebration that the city of Cottonwood puts on on the 4th of July, which is a Thursday this year, by the way. Starting at 4, tell us what happens.
So at 4 o'clock, we'll start having free food. The Knights of Columbus does that, and it's a barbecue. The food is donated by Fry's Food and Drug. And then we have inflatable rides and water rides, and then we do the watermelon eating competition. Our lifeguards do a fantastic job with that program. And then the crowds start coming in. The Youth Commission is going to do the parking this year, so it's $1 to park.
Great.
Other than that, everything's free. We do have some vendors spread out. I've been told that we've got great cast coming this year. Kettle Corn's going to be there, and usually Sally's Barbecue, so it should be pretty exciting.
Oh yeah, it's great stuff. You don't go hungry, you don't go thirsty, definitely have fun.
Yes.
Now Ethan, Chief Watermelon Tester.
Ethan.
Are you going to be part of the watermelon eating contest this year?
Are you going to eat some watermelon?
Oh yeah, you have to, because you got to quality test it. Yeah,
Yes.
totally. I love that you have to have lifeguards in charge of that. It's like nobody drowns in the watermelon juice, right, buddy?
Right. Do you eat a lot of watermelon, Ethan?
Yes.
Oh yes, so you're perfect. I'm glad that you finally hired a professional, Hezekiah.
It's taken us a while to find them. We actually had to grow our own.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
right. You know, sometimes if you can't find something that works, you make your own.
Exactly. Exactly.
That's awesome. So Ethan, you're 5.
Yeah,
So have you
Ethan.
been coming to this for how many years now? 6 years.
How old are you now?
Oh my gosh.
4.
You're 4. Oh my gosh, I've overestimated you. You're a giant for 4. It's all that watermelon.
I know.
Makes them grow.
Every day.
So super.
So, Ethan, do you eat watermelon balls or do you put your whole face in the watermelon?
Put my whole face.
The event starts at 4, so the doors will open at 4, and there's all kinds of games. There's water slides, of course, the watermelon eating contest, the free food. At 7:45, you start with music and a patriotic salute.
Yes, that's the part of the event that it holds a special place in a lot of people's hearts, where we take the time to honor those who have served, and we do it in a very meaningful way. Richard Faust does a fantastic job with that side of the house, and the VFW does the tribute. They march, and each one of the military branches are honored during that ceremony. This happens to be the same 71st anniversary of D-Day this year, which is very impactful. And so this is that time where we take a little bit to remember why we're here, why we celebrate July 4th. It's really interesting. We go back to our founding fathers, and they said we will celebrate this day for future years to come with bombs and glitter and excitement.
Absolutely, as it should be.
Exactly.
As it should be. I love how they go in this crowd. How many people do you think show up? Several thousands.
Thousands. So we hit sometimes 5,000 people.
5,000 people. It's truly, truly amazing. And out of that, there's usually a general or a colonel or a sergeant or someone stands up and says, okay, who's part of the armed forces?
You got it.
And we salute everyone and we thank everyone. And of course, that's the meaning of the 4th of July.
Yep.
And then there's music to go along with that. Of course, the VFW Color Guard does their thing. And then at 8:45-ish, we're waiting for the sun to go down, the wind to drop. Then you have the 20th annual fireworks. Oh my gosh, Ethan, I know you love fireworks, because who doesn't love fireworks?
Do you like the
Everybody
fireworks,
loves fireworks. Oh yeah. Now, I love that you've been doing this for 20 years, and it is the 2nd largest fireworks show in the state.
It is. It
Which is incredible that the city of Cottonwood can put on the 2nd largest.
Especially when you look at those larger communities in the Phoenix area and you think about, they have some funds to be able to do things like that. But Cottonwood really puts July 4th at the top of the list, and we take the advantage of bringing people to the area to help celebrate. What's also very exciting is that through all the roofs throughout the community, there's people sitting on them, they're having barbecues. So there are those folks at the event, but the entire city comes out and they make it a special time.
Oh my gosh, and then the surrounding towns and cities as well.
Right.
I know Jerome's got a great view, so they don't have to go anywhere.
Nope.
I know the folks from Sedona come down. I know folks from Flagstaff come down, and everyone is welcome. Parking's only $1. That's great, because a lot of times you go somewhere and they're like $10 for parking.
You're like,
like ouch, but parking is $1, is no big deal.
Right.
Now let's talk about the price tag for this event. It's huge. The fireworks alone, I know, cost more than $30,000. Where does the money come from for this event?
We really have to thank the Cottonwood City Council for making this a priority and funding this each year to ensure that people have a way to celebrate July 4th. We do it for the local community. We also do it to attract people to the area. And it's something, this is our 20th anniversary that we've been doing July 4th fireworks. And if you remember at Peck's Lake, they used to shoot the fireworks there.
Right.
But then they transitioned over to the fairgrounds, and the city took the program over, and ever since then we've been doing it.
Yeah, doing an amazing job. Just absolutely, I love going, grabbing the family, grab my mom. We learned this trick. You're welcome to steal this trick, by the way. We get inflatable pool,
nice.
donuts, and we lay in those. And then we're off the wet grass, we're comfy cozy, and then when it gets cooler, we're nice and toasty. And it's just the best. Of course, we bring blankets, and there's all kinds of food and things available. And if you get there at 4, there's plenty of space. And usually, even if you get there late, people will move. There's plenty of space. Lay out a blanket. The fireworks go off right there at the slag pile. Ground zeros right there. You can see them firing them off. It's just the most wonderful, wonderful celebration.
We have the biggest show we shoot is about about a 6 for this year. Sometimes we'll shoot an 8.
Right.
But the 6s allow us to do more.
Right.
So it's a 30-minute show, and it is packed the entire time.
Oh my gosh.
It is not one of those things where we shoot one up and then explodes, and you go,
And then you wait
and then
5
you wait.
minutes.
No, the whole time it's going to be exciting because there's also ground level stuff that happens along with the big shells that go up.
Oh, it's amazing. And fun for everyone. Fun for everyone, absolutely. The whole family, grandma, all the way down to the, the little ones are going to have fun between the rides and the food and the music. So give them, you want to join them, you got to get there around 4, but you know what, if you're not there by 4, fireworks go off sometime after 8:45. Usually have to wait to make sure it's dark enough, to make sure that the wind has died and things like that. And we always worry about it raining. Don't worry. They cover the fireworks. It's fine. Don't worry, there'll always be fireworks. It's just wonderful. We just wait if we have to.
There you go.
And it's great. $1 to get you parked, and plenty of parking. Don't get me started on that. And plenty of fun.
And plenty of fun. Public safety, being the police department and the the fire department, do an excellent job to ensure people are safe and having a good time.
It's a great event. Hezekiah, thank you for all you do.
Thank you.
Really
It's a great
appreciate
department, and it's a great city to work for.
That's far. Ethan, thank you for all the work you do for the watermelon testing. Couldn't do without you. Awesome, man. We'll be right back with more of the Verde Valley Experience, so don't go away.
Show your customers how much they matter to you. Follow up with a real card in just 60 seconds with Send Out Cards. Send Out Cards makes it easy for busy professionals to leave a memorable impression. Stay in touch with a simple one-step process from your phone or computer to their mailbox. Call Judy today at 928-202-2557. That's 928-202-2557.
Award-winning Soundbites Grill is an entertainment restaurant located in Uptown Sedona at the Hyatt Pinion Point Resort. Open for lunch and dinner, featuring fresh fish, all-natural hand-cut beef, even a full vegan menu. Family-friendly, open 11:30 to 9, late dining on Friday and Saturday. Soundbites Grill has some of the best views of the Sedona Red Rocks. Offers world-class entertainment, food, fun, and music.
And welcome back to the Verde Valley Experience. Of course, we're talking all things 4th of July. What's 4th of July without fireworks? And there would be no fireworks if it wasn't for Dave Pollock over here from Fireworks Productions of Arizona. You're amazing. My favorite pyrotechnician right here, Dave. He's awesome. Every year I come and see your show at the Cottonwood Fairgrounds. It's a most amazing thing here in the Verde Valley. It's a humongous show.
It is.
There's so much involved to it. And of course, there's so many things people don't know about fireworks. For one thing, this is a firework. This is awesome. It's the size of my head. It looks like a paper mache ball with a piece of tape hanging off it. It's not some rocket like we see on the Roadrunner cartoon or anything like that.
No Acme fireworks here.
No Acme fireworks. No. It's so interesting. This right here is we've got our own little fireworks show here. So neat. First of all, how long have you been a pyrotechnician, Dave?
28 years.
28 years.
28 years.
And you look good. I don't see any burn scars.
Nope.
So we're doing okay.
Nope.
No, you're obviously very good at your job.
Yep. Yep.
Very cool. Well, if you can, take us through the mechanics of what's involved in the making of a firework.
Okay. All of our fireworks come from China, from a company called Sunny. And in China, they have provinces like we have states. And in that province, everyone that lives there makes fireworks.
Wow.
Okay. And it starts out with they have to make all the components, okay? Everything, nothing comes pre-made. They make, this would be in 2 parts, 2 big bowls, and they make the what you see in the sky when it breaks is a little ball of gunpowder and metal, because metal burns different colors.
Sure.
So they have to make those first. They make the balls first. Then they take the 2 halves of the ball and they start packing the little pyrotechnic balls in there. And they also put rice kernels and loose gunpowder as a filler.
Rice.
And then eventually they put the 2 halves together and they paper mache it so it stays.
Which is perfectly paper mache, by the way. I mean, the seams are perfect and the spaces between them are perfect.
They have it down.
Yeah.
They know what they're doing. Then they add the fuse, and at the bottom here are chunks of gunpowder, The fuse runs into the gunpowder, and then they paper mache all of that together.
Wow.
When you light the fuse, it burns at about 60 feet per second.
Okay. Woohoo.
It detonates the chunks of gunpowder, sending the shell up out of the mortar.
Right, these are mortars.
These are mortars.
Wow. Now, I was imagining something much more technical than that.
No, it's
And
really
fiberglass too.
Yeah, we used to shoot out of all paper and steel.
Wow.
But the paper gets wet and then you have to throw it away.
That's true.
The steel is heavy and hot in the summertime.
True.
So we went to the fiberglass. And these mortars will withstand a shell detonating inside of it, and it won't come
Really?
apart. Yeah, they're very strong. This is a 3-inch mortar. We have 3s, 4s, 5s, and 6s out here in Cottonwood on the 4th of July.
Okay, so that's the launching system.
Right.
So we've lit it, we've now launched it.
Right.
It's flying through the air.
So it rises up into the air. We have, on most of our shells, we have a little titanium knob on the end of it, which when the gunpowder detonates, it lights the knob, and it burns silver as the shell is rising up into the sky. So that's what you're seeing, that silver thing, and then eventually it breaks open and you see the firework.
And then all the different metals ignite different colors.
Right, yeah. Like copper, I think burns green.
Sure.
I forget what makes blue. Blue is one of the hardest colors to make.
Oh, interesting.
Red and, all the different colors.
You've got magnesium, potassium,
Right, yes,
all those things
exactly.
change colors. Yes.
And then you have your crackling shells.
Yeah, I love those. Yeah.
And then some that break out and boom, 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 boom. And then you have your design shells.
Right.
And
how do they do those? I'm always impressed when they make like flower or Mickey Mouse.
Right, Mickey Mouse,
something.
dollar signs, things like that. It's how they place the balls in the shell.
Oh, wow.
And then on your more special shells, sometimes they're wired together. So when it comes out, it reaches its maximum distance apart, and then you might see the American flag or something, a wagon wheel or something like that.
It's magic. It's still magic to me. No matter how you explain it, it's still magic.
It's pretty,
I
isn't it?
see the American flag light up in little explosives. It's magic.
Yep.
Everybody loves it. You do it here at the Verde Valley Fairgrounds. We're out here next to the slag pile in this barren of nothingness.
Right.
This huge dirt area. Now, what does it take to stage that show that you do?
Well, first, whoever wants to have a fireworks show, you have to approach your fire department, and there are all kinds of rules that you have to follow. Of course, you need a good open area. And then there's other rules like, well, how late do you want to do it? A lot of places have a curfew of 10 o'clock, no noise after 10 o'clock.
There you go.
So once you get permission from your fire inspector or your fire department, or sometimes it's just the town committee, the fire department has nothing to do with it. Right. Then you call a fireworks company and they'll say, well, how much money do you have to spend? And then they'll send you maybe 2 or 3 different packages that you can pick from. And of course, if you have any questions, you ask and they answer. And that's about all there really is into ordering a show.
Okay.
Now we do things like what's called a set piece, which is lattice work, and we attach lances, which are about 6-inch by 1/4-inch sparklers.
Oh.
And it's all wired with the match, so it just.
Ooh, pretty.
And then you have a design. For weddings, we use a big heart and put the couple's name in it.
That's too fun. You can do lots of things.
We can do a lot of things.
Mitzvahs, there's
That's right.
funerals, of course. You've done the Super
Oh,
Bowl.
yeah. Yeah, I
You've
did
done
the Super
rock
Bowl.
concerts, all kinds of. We know that Dave knows his stuff. It's really amazing. Now, when you come here, how soon do you have to start? So if the fireworks are going off at 9 on the 4th of July, what time do you have to start setting up?
I get here at 8:30 in the morning.
8:30 in the morning.
We set up all of our racks. We clean out all the tubes because they all have debris in them. Then we load all the tubes, and then we cover them with plastic in case of rain.
Well, monsoon. It's always monsoon.
Yeah, it always rains on the 4th. And of course, we know, everybody wants to end the day with fireworks.
Oh my gosh, yes.
If our fireworks get wet before nighttime, everybody gets mad.
Very sad.
So we do our best to make sure that doesn't happen.
Wow. That's too fun. And so you'll have it all set up. And how many people does it take particularly just to do this show
13 people to do this show.
13 people to do this show. Wow.
See, what we'll have is, like for our 3s, we'll have 18 3-inch racks just like this.
18 of these. Okay.
And then we'll load all of them, but then we still have another 160 shells to load.
Wow.
And we keep them in a metal garbage can back
Away from
a
everything.
distance. So I have one person whose job is just taking the lid off that can.
Wow.
Okay, because when you're shooting the
guarding.
show,
Yes.
stuff is falling down,
That's
fire
true.
is coming down.
That's
you don't
true.
want to open that can and let a hot ember land in there, and then all of a sudden you've got a can full of fireworks
God.
blowing up.
How
so
exciting.
then I have a loader who their job is to load the shells. Okay.
Okay.
And then I have a shooter.
All right.
So it takes 3 people per size to make the show happen.
Okay, and then a total of 13. Now, when you're lighting them, it's really cool what you light them with.
Oh yeah. We use just a simple road flare, a 20-minute road flare, and I've made some handles out of
That's
EMT.
pretty awesome.
And so, you light the fuse, and it's burning, and we'll come up, and the shell will be in the gun. You pull the safety cap off, you touch the match, and you just turn, and the shell rises into the sky, and then you do it again.
And
Sometimes you'll pull 2 or 3 caps, and then you get 3 at the same time.
Everything seems to be timed a bit like a dance. How do you choreograph what's going off?
You take the total amount of shells that you have and the time that the customer wants to have.
Okay.
Like, for instance, Cottonwood wants a 25 to 30-minute show.
Certainly.
So you divide that by how many seconds there are in 30 minutes, and then you try and light one every 3 to 4 seconds. And then it usually comes out to where we're finishing with large shells, which is what I like to do.
Sure.
But we've just been doing it for so long. My crew is so good at what we do that we don't have to really think about it anymore. We just get in there and do it.
That's great.
And it comes out.
And it really does sound like you coordinate, because Yavapai Broadcasting does the music for the show. And I would swear that you've coordinated this because they play all this wonderful patriotic, and this stuff's going off, and it brings, this will be silly, it brings tears to my eyes every year, Dave.
Good, I'm glad.
What a beautiful celebration
We should
it
be
is.
proud of our country.
We should be.
Yes, we should.
Absolutely.
And this helps us celebrate that.
Blowing things up is a great way
Yeah,
to
I always
celebrate
say,
something.
what a great job I get to blow stuff up.
You
and
get to blow
it's legally.
stuff up. Oh my gosh, now here I thought firemen had a cool job. I think you have the coolest job. So this is a 12-inch shell. They still get bigger.
Yeah, 16 is the biggest that we shoot, but 36 is the biggest I've ever heard made.
Whoa!
And those usually blow up in the mortar. They're just too much, too big.
That's frightening.
But when they do go, they are very impressive.
Oh my gosh. And the last thing I want to talk about is the giant flaming explosion that we see up on the slag pile every year, where it looks as if something went horribly wrong, but it didn't.
Right.
That you are lighting off old fuses and things to dispose of them.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry to let you down, but so you know, Dave's perfectly safe. But nobody has been harmed. Knock, knock. It's just awesome. That is on purpose, but it sure does look cool.
Right.
Dave, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
For what you're doing. Thank you
Everybody
so much.
come out and watch the show.
Absolutely.
It's a
4th of
good
July, Verde Valley Fairgrounds. There's all kinds of great things happening, and and the fireworks and the show. Thank you so much.
Yeah,
we'll
you're
be
welcome.
right back with more of the experience, so don't go away. I'm keeping this.
This is Bruce Morrow, Transportation Manager for Cottonwood Area Transit. Remember, we cover the entire Verde Valley and Sedona. Cottonwood Area Transit has you covered wherever you want to ride in the Verde Valley, all day, every day. Take Cottonwood Area Transit through Clarkdale, Verde Village, and from 26 locations in Cottonwood. With Verde Links, it's a quick and easy trip to Sedona every day. Don't forget our connectors to Camp Verde. Visit cottonwoodaz.gov for Cottonwood Area Transit and take a seat. Let's go ride.
got the chills. That was amazing. That was Black Forest Society, everyone.
Thank you.
That was, wow. My heart is pounding. I've got the chills. My ears are ringing. You guys are awesome. You've got this beautiful full sound but you're not pushing. I love that. It just comes out. It just, the sound waves and the resonance is amazing. For 3 people in a room, just, without amplification, you guys are like, my hair is like blowing back. It's just incredible.
Yeah, we appreciate it.
You guys rock.
Thank you.
All right, we have Daniel Whipple with us, William Schwab, and Rachel Marie Kimber. You are Black Forest Society. Thank you so much for joining us in the studio today. I know you all have to come from different places, so I really appreciate the fact that you made this happen. You're amazing. It's been several years since we've had you on the show, and things have changed, but the sound is amazing. William, we were discussing, when you guys weren't around, we were discussing how the fact that you only sound like you. Black Forest Society sounds like Black Forest Society. You can't say, oh, you remind me of that group or that guy, or your voice sounds. You can't do that with you. How did you craft such an original sound?
I remember telling people when they asked me what the sound was, and I said, well, it's not pop country and it's not rap music. And the reason for that is I don't listen to a lot of pop country and I don't listen to a lot of rap music. So it's everything, everything that would come in and allowing it to come in. I always say music writing, it's a channeled experience in that you kind of have to just relax or almost meditate and allow whatever's going to come out. That last song is the best example because when I wrote that song, I was in a foul, horrible mood. I was not happy with life or anything else. Wow. And yet, here's this song, which we call Celebration, which is happy, celebratory. It's what came through. It's what was allowed to happen. And I'm really grateful for that. I think any sort of artistry is amazing because you get to see the subconscious become conscious form. And that's one of the goals in what we do. It's also, I think of music as storytelling. You're allowing these stories, whether they are in an instrumental or they're in a lyrical form, to come forward and paint these pictures for people to take these journeys on. It's the greatest joy.
That's wonderful. It really does come out in your music. I mean, the imagery that I get when I listen to you it was a celebration. It was dancing and whirling with your arms up out in the forest and the trees and, the breeze is blowing and it's just gorgeous. That sunlight that comes through right at that time of day when you're just like, oh, this is the most beautiful. That's what that was for me. So, wow. That's amazing. Now, who writes? How does this work with you guys? Music and all that?
I write. Yeah, he writes all the guitar parts and all the lyrics. And what's so great about this is that this isn't like Bill's bands. We're all collaborators in this, and so we all write our own parts.
Wow.
And we're all like getting a little bit older now, obviously, relatively. And we're bringing all of our experience to this, and Bill kind of like really allows for that to be a crucial part of the songwriting.
Wow, that's impressive. You don't hear that. You all write your own parts. That's amazing.
Well, it was good. The other day I was writing a piece of music, and Daniel collaborated on it, and it's interesting how, to an outsider looking at how we communicate, they might be a little mystified because the collaboration for that song came from, well, if you can get something more in the rhythm of going da 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 or ba ba ba, so anybody who heard that would be like, well, that just sounds like a bunch of nonsense. But it's actually conveying to me, and we're able to create that section through that, what seems like just a bunch of odd gestures along that line.
So it's musical communication.
Absolutely. It's its own version of sign language.
We have a very special communication because while the compositions can be very complicated, we always leave room for improvisation and the openness of expression. And that is something where somebody has to be one step ahead of you. And we all have that ability with each other, and that's great.
A good example of what Bill just said, when we just played that song, I'm still constantly listening to where Bill's going, and so is Daniel. So we're feeling into the sound and we're complementing it, and that's our job, to create the space as well as the sounds.
Wow, your music is alive.
Yeah.
It's not like, you know, other canned music where they play the same note at the same time. With that freedom to improvise and to go with what's moving you and what you're feeling, it makes it alive and fresh for you.
And it makes things difficult for her.
Well, yeah, it makes things very difficult.
Because I, you know, when I write something, I don't put any boundaries on it. So sometimes she'll be like, what key is it in? And I go A sharp, and she's like, why is it in? No, that's fine, because it makes it more challenging along that lines for her. But I'm like, no, it has to be in this sound in this way.
Nice.
You know, I use a lot of different tunings with what I play, and those tunings come from wherever. I'm looking for an initial sound that I can play against. And what I used to do when I was first learning these tunings was it would be in the process of having broken a string, and I'd be bringing it up to pitch, and I'd decide that I liked it right there, and then I would take either a towel or a mask and put it across my eyes, and I would play blind until I was comfortable with the scales and the sounds I could get out of it.
That's super impressive. In case you hadn't noticed, he's playing 12 string, by the way. You know, another reason why it's such an amazing sound. With just the three of you, it's so full. You know, it's got everything. You guys are doing amazing and going strong. So coming up soon, before we'll keep talking, we'll run out of time, but you have a show coming up.
Me and Daniel will be starting a monthly residency at the Sedona Farmers Market. So next Friday, 8 a.m. to 11:30, we'll be at Tlaquepaque.
Okay.
And then I will be with Rachel at Carlson Creek in Old Town, July 13th from 3 till 6 p.m. But other than that, the easiest thing to do is to go to blackforestsociety.com or Facebook/Black Forest Society, and a listing of all our shows will pop up there. And as always, we're looking for opportunities, especially that hold a artistic sensibility, to where people can experience all three of us, because that's when we're at our very best, is when we have the full power trio.
It's just brilliant. The next song that you're going to play, what's this one called?
Called Spring. It's another instrumental. It is influenced by I always love these National Geographic films where the time-lapse photography has happened, especially for springtime, where you see everything that's dead, suddenly shoots are rising up and everything is just coming to life. So this is my instrumental interpretation of what that season would sound like.
Oh, great. All right. I cannot wait to hear it. Thank you all so much for being here. Really appreciate you. Thank you so much for watching the show. As always, really appreciate you as well. Check us out on VerdeValleyTV.com, on our Facebook page, on our YouTube channel. Happy 4th of July, everyone. Have a safe, wonderful holiday, and I'll see you again next time.